Hey guys, welcome back to Buster's Corner. I'm doing we're playing a little iRacing today. What I'm doing is we're doing setups for the SK modified series, or the car. I've been buying setups from Marconi and VRS for some time. Trying to get a handle on setups so I can stop buying them. I don't have a lot of time to build setups, if you will. So I came up with a way to take the stock iRacing setup for an SK car, SK modified, and in some very easy steps, turn it into a car that you can race in about 10-15 minutes, if you will. Now, it won't be the best setup probably, but it should get you on the track without spinning out, hopefully without going a lap down, middle to the end of the pack, but it gets you on the track. So, but you know, like I say, but with my basic setup that I'm going to show you here today, tweaking that can't get you towards the front, okay? But I'm just going to show you how to get on the track with a car, so you're not bumming setups off the guys or spinning out in the first turn and wrecking everybody and being a pain in the butt on the back of the pack. Let's get you in the field, in the pack, in the race. And that's what I'm going to show you here today with the SK Modifieds. I've practiced this on the Phoenix track. I did the Stafford track. I worked on South Boston with this setup configuration that I have. And it's worked. And I've actually been better. I'm going to show you Phoenix here today. What I'm going to show you worked better than my VSR or VRS setup that I bought. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm not a setup guy. I'm not a setup guru. I'm just some guy that's been playing since April, and just slowly getting the hang of the game and you know what to do, what not to do. If you're a rookie and you're watching this tape, the next race you go into, just apologize for being a rookie. That's all you got to do. That and buy a headset. That's all I want you to do. Apologize, rookie, and buy a headset so I can yell at you. I have loaded up my VRS setup that I ran at the Phoenix race earlier this season. I think I finished in the top 5 quite a few times. I've got a couple of poles with this with my qualifying setup. I've won probably 3 races that week with this setup, so this is a good setup for me. Funny thing at Phoenix, though, the car looks real slow, but and it is because it's an SK 2-barrel. I'm gonna run 3 laps with this car, and then we're gonna build our setup so we can compare the two. Once we build our setup, I'm gonna come back to this one again and drive this for another 3 laps and see if we actually learned anything. When you're working on a setup, after you've done a few tweaks to it, go back to the original setup and find out, did you learn the track better or did you make the car better? All right. Now, I'm normally get a lot of comments on this. Well, you missed this, you missed that. That's right. I'm gonna miss a lot of stuff. I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, I'm just trying to get you on the track. Once you get on the track, tweak it, play with it. You know, get a beer, play with it. You know, do what you want to with it, and kind of go from there. And actually, with the SK, once you get the first setup, you can almost transfer it to every track you get with some minor adjustments. But that's the advanced version. Today, let's get you on the track. All right, let's go run 3 laps.
The pit lane speed limit is 45 miles per hour. Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line.
Just my seat there. Here we go. This is the Phoenix with the bootleg, dog leg. And this car on this track is pretty much full throttle all the way around it. Back out a little bit here. We got cold tire. Let's go. We're just laying down some baseline times to see how our setup compares. Now, there's a difference in, I'm going to say it, there's a difference in equipment that you run. Let's say you go buy a setup from VRS. Well, you might not have the top quality gear that they have or the driving skills. And more so driving skills like they do to run their setup and achieve the same lap times that they're achieving. So for me, when I buy the BRS setups, I figure if I can get within 0.04 of a second of them, that's a win for me. Because I haven't been playing this for 20 years, and I don't have a $1,800 steering wheel. Now I am running the Fanatec load cell brake.
The lap time was
set
28.92.
I'm also running the Fanatec CSL Elite belt drive, the $500 one. Got 2 laps so far, one more lap. Last lap. And actually, when we ran this race this season, I gave this setup away on Sunday. Okay, here we go. Best lap 28.8.
That lap was a 28.86.
I'll stop. I got also the triple screens. I have the 3 monitors set up. They're not the same size, but they're pretty close. And I have the cage. Okay. Our lap. So there we go. 29, 28.9, 28. Got faster and faster. It's a very good set. I won a lot of races with it. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Let's go to the garage. Iracing setups. We're going to pull up their Phoenix. There's a 2012 and a regular Phoenix. We're going to take the Phoenix setup, open that. Okay. Here's where the fun begins. And you're going to probably want to write this stuff down because I'm not doing okay. This screen here. First thing I want to do, now you say they got 20, 15, 15. My stock setup for the SK is 15 and 18. Now you can adjust these later, okay? I'm just trying to get you on the track with a decent setup. Actually, you know what? No, I already know it's a bad setup. We know stock setups are bad. Okay, that's our tires. You're gonna do that to every one of them. I'm gonna come here to my anti-roll bar. I'm gonna make that all the way up, as high as I can get it. Okay. And then, whoops. We need to know the fuel we need and the rear end ratio. And I know, and you can ask guys on the track. You can do this in testing. You can figure out. Or if you don't have time to test, ask the guys on the track, hey, how much fuel you guys running? What gear you guys are running? Okay, gear's pretty easy to figure out. But I know on Phoenix, it's a 7.3 gallons. I know the gear ratio is 376. Actually, it's the only one you can run at Phoenix because nothing else works. Okay. So I've changed the tires. I changed the front anti-roll bar. I changed the fuel. I gear rear end ratio. Now, track bar height. Make this even. Okay. I don't like them offset. So I'm gonna go up on one and down there so I get to the same. So I'm gonna go 1, 2 up, 1, 2 down. One more down. All right, there you go. 11.5 is what's been balanced out. It don't matter what it is at this point. You're going to adjust it later. I just want them even, okay? Once we have it even, we can go plus or minus with stuff. We can make it looser or tighter once we're even, okay? Now, the other thing I want to do is the rebound stiffness. On all these shocks, make all these negative 45. Okay? And you can adjust this later if you'd like to. Okay? I don't think it matters where these things are. I don't think these things work. Or it's a minor adjustment. It's a minor adjustment. Right now, we don't care about minor adjustments. We want major adjustments. Okay, apply all that. Okay, make sure I got my thing right. I don't want that. All shocks at 45. To that, roll bar, fuel, gear. That's about it. I do, but let's do something with the toe. Either +1 or -1, I don't care. Just do something. Don't let the tires go down the straightaway straight. Okay, apply that. Let's go run a few laps. Okay, once we run a few laps, we can then tell you how to adjust for loose or tight. Okay, and when I talk loose or tight, what I'm talking about is when you come off the corner, under acceleration, does the car spin out on you? That's loose. Under acceleration, it pushes to the wall that's tight. Okay, I don't want to push. I don't want to spin out. I hate loose cars. I like loose women. I don't like loose cars. But so I like my cars on the tighter side. What I'm going to show you will allow you to adjust that. Let's go run 3 laps. See what we got for a baseline. Gas up.
The pit exit is clear. Push now.
Marconi, I bought their setup sheet for $40. Not a good investment. I'll take that back. It was helpful. It was very helpful. I'll give them that. But for $40, that thing's worth about $10. I should have researched all this stuff on the internet. Okay, there's your hard turn right there. That's the turn everything gets loosened. Now this time we're going to go. Oh, I can't. So typically we would cut that off right there. But for testing purposes, we got to keep the same line. So typically you're going to cut that off right there. It'll save you about 100 thousandths. That seems weird.
That was a 28.92. That puts you 0.06 off your best.
28.9. Oh yeah. Oh, 28.8 was our fastest. Okay. That's lap 1. Comes lap 2.
That was a 28.86.
Alright, that's a faster lap already on lap 2 than what we had on my VRS setup. I paid $5 for that setup. This one ain't gonna cost you nothing. Like I said, maybe subscribe to the channel if it helps. The last lap?
That lap time was 28.76.
Oh, that was 3. That was 3. Alright, 28.7. So I'm just running 3 laps to get the speed and the handling down. Later on, you can work on the car for, tire management, fuel management, stuff like that. That's all minor tweaks again. I'm just trying to get you on the track and racing somewhat decent. Okay. Let's stop that. Let's go look at our laps real quick. All right, 28.759. Okay. The car's pretty good. Okay, but I think I'd like to free it up a little bit. And here I'm going to show you the next step in this process. So right now we have a race car that's faster than the one I ran 3 months ago. And it's a good setup. It's stable. Let's go in here. Now, get your pencil and paper out. You need to write this down. All right. We're going to make our adjustments with the left front and the right rear springs. Okay, we're going to start right there. Now, to make the car looser, I want to raise the left front and the right rear. Okay, I'm going to loosen it up by raising those two up. If you look at my setup right here, my crossweight is 49.7. Okay, and I want to make it a little bit looser. So I'm going to raise my left front spring to 475 and raise the right rear spring to 275. Push apply. Okay. My crossweight is 49.2. Yeah, it's 49.7 before. Okay. So this crossweight number up here you're looking at, the lower it is, the more loose the car is. The higher it is, the tighter the car is. Okay. So if your car is too loose, increase that number. If the car is too tight, bring it down. So I'm a little tight. I'm going to bring it down to 49.2. All right. And, okay, so that's one way to loosen it up. The other thing, let's go look at the tires. Stagger, if you're way too loose, like, whoa, lower this right rear stagger. And that'll straighten the car right up. Okay. So, we're just trying to get on the track. We're not doing fine tuning. We're not doing major tuning. We're trying to get the car on the track. We're on the track. So let's go try this. I loosened it up a little bit. Let's go run 3 laps with this and see what she looks like. Gas. Okay. 3 laps.
The pit exit looks clear.
Tell you the other big thing to be successful in iRacing on these tracks is seat time. You've got to practice the tracks. You just have to. It drives me crazy when I hear people go in the room and go, "Ah, yeah, first time here at this track. How's it going here, boys?" No, stop! Get the hell out! Get the hell out of here! Go run some solo races or something. Before you don't know the braking points or when to slow down or how to take the corner. You're going to tear everybody up. Well, I'm just sitting in the back out here not getting anybody's way. Yeah, you are. Because now you're going to be 1 to 2 laps down, and now we got to try and pass you, and you're going to sit in the groove. And now we got to try and pass you outside the groove. Anyway, where we at? Next lap. Where we at?
Your lap time was at 28.84. You're now 0.08 off your best.
28.84. One more.
That lap was a 28.80. You're less than a tenth of a second off your best.
All right. All right. 7. That's so close. That's so close. I didn't do a lot to it. Okay. So I think we're doing pretty good. Okay. Let's go back to our setup. Tires. Okay. I'm not going to worry about saving tires here with this setup. Okay. So that's it. That's the gist of it. That gets you on the track. Let me show you a couple other things right here. This rear track bar. I think of this, when you raise that up, during acceleration, when you come on exit and you put the gas down, that'll make that car turn left under power. So if you're coming out of turn and she spins around, this might be too high, okay, or your stagger's too high right here. Check those two things, okay. So you can easily lower this, or I still feel like I'm really tight. I feel like this car is really, really tight. So here's the other thing. Let's do this up here. Here's the easy one. Left bar end clearance. By clicking on this, it's going to change our cross weight. So let's bring this down to, I don't know, let's see, 49.2. I'm going to go 48.7. Okay. Let's see if that does. And it passed. If you're adjusting springs and you get a fail, just raise your ride height or lower the ride height until you get it to pass. Okay. 3.76. Yeah, that's the right gear. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just a dog of a two barrel carburetor. Okay, let's run it one more time. I think we're done.
All clear. Push now.
Now on a bigger track like this, okay, so the air pressures I gave you are just stock, just a place to start. All right, it's going to give you good grip on almost every track. But the bigger track right here, I can probably raise that right side up a couple of pounds. So I would play with that for fine tuning. I'd play with that rear bar. Rear bar. There, it came around that corner a lot better.
That lap time was 28.85. You're now 0.09 off your best.
28.8.
Your lap time was 28.77. You're less than a tenth off your own pace.
He's off by a tenth. Don't hit the wall.
Your last lap time was
There you go.
28.73.
So see, just by playing it a little bit, I picked up another tenth or so. How much did I get? 726. What for 759? Oh, I picked up quite a bit. All right, let's go back and look at something here. Let's go laps. This one. Let's take a look at the line. Car's 209 because that's our area code out here. And if you cut the dog leg off, you can cut 100 thousandths off that lap right there. But for testing purposes, that's what we need to see. Okay. All right. Let me see if there's anything else I need to show you here. Results 28.726. All right. Yeah, these temps here, and they're going to tell you that your front end's not right, but if you try to balance this out, you won't have tire grip, and you'll be dead last all the time. Okay. So and that was at 48.7. They got me a little faster. So, and I liked that. It was a little bit looser. Okay. Let's just try something. Okay. 1, 2. I'm gonna bring those up. And I'm gonna go to these tires. I'm gonna do that and that. Okay. What does that put us at? 48.7 on our cross nose. That's fine. Brake bias don't really matter on this one. Steering offset. This is personal. It's up to you. You know, I prefer to do my setups with a 0 and then let you tweak that as you go. If you need more steering going in, add a minus to it. If you're oversteering, put a plus to it. I'll let you work on that. Okay. But so like I say, this is your basic setup. From here, you can start tweaking springs, mess around with it, do all kinds of stuff with it to try and get your times better, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm just playing with it now. Okay, I'm just going. I want 3 more just for the fun of it. And then I'm gonna go back and run my original setup one more time. Because sometimes you just get better at driving the track and not actually improving your setup. So we're gonna do that real quick too, and then we'll end the video. I think I'm going to try and do this every week with the SK Modifieds. I think I'll do the North Wilkesboro setup tomorrow. And I'll post that video. But it's not a setup you can download. I'm not going to post it until you download it. You got to build it yourself. That's what I'm doing.
0.16, slower than your best.
Everybody says, "Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that setup, dude?" I built it. Really, you built that thing. Well, yeah, me and Bob, car 209. No, you don't gotta say anything about me. You keep me a secret. Okay, what do we got? I didn't see the first lap. 28. Oh, they got.
You've just done a 28.76. You're less than a tenth off your best.
28.76 on lap 2. The higher air pressure on that right side, you lose grip with higher air pressure, but the tire won't get as hot so quick, so the tire will last longer.
You've just done a 28.76. You're less than a tenth off your best.
See, the air pressure didn't change nothing, did it? It really didn't change nothing. The temperatures are probably lower though. I didn't write those down, but okay. Alright, done. Alright, I don't need to save that. But I'm going to go back to Phoenix race. Open. Done. Alright, I'm going to run 3 laps one more time.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
I'll tell you though, the getting away from the Xfinity and the truck series, and I've started getting into the short track series. And I'll tell you what we really enjoy about it is I really feel like there's more respect and more give and take in this division. I think a lot of guys that race this division actually own these cars, and they got to pay for parts when they wreck them. So I really feel like they treat their race cars that way. Not all the guys, come on, not everybody, but the majority of the guys in this division, I feel, own these cars, and they know what it costs to fix one when you wreck it. So you hear them all the time, letting the guys leading. Well, we got.
You've just done a 29.01. That puts you
The guy that's leading
0.28 off your
He's
best.
got the second place car on his tail. He says, "Hey Joe, go ahead. I can see you're definitely faster than me. Why don't you go ahead and go on by me?" Okay, Ralph, thanks a lot. Because if you don't have a first place car, then don't try and put it in first place. If you got a 6th place car, then put it in 6th place. 6, 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there.
That last lap was a 28.91. You're currently 0.18 off your best.
I don't think we're any faster, are we, guys? This was the setup I ran a couple of months ago from DRS. Won 3 races, bunch of top 5s.
You've just done
28.8.
a 28.85. That puts you 0.12, slower than your best.
Alright, so we successfully built a good setup from scratch, the SK Modified. It's faster than the other one I was running, and it was free, and it wasn't complicated. So there's the deal. We didn't make it complicated. I didn't get into the minor things, tire pressures, and loose in, loose off. What I showed you here today was just how to get on the track, be somewhat competitive, give you something you can build from there to make a quality race car. So, okay, that's it from here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I am going to do the North Wilkesboro, which is next week's race. I'm going to put that setup together. I might do it tonight, and let you guys play with that one too. I'll try and do it every week. Okay, comments, leave down below. Like I said, I'm not an expert on this. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I missed. All right, you don't need to be body slamming against the wall about what I missed or what I didn't do. Like I said, it's just to get you on the track. But if you can make it better, or if you do make it better, post the comments down below. Let's share it with the other guys. You see a lot of stuff on Iracing on Facebook, the Iracing setup page. Nobody talks about setups. Nobody talks about setups. What the hell is a big secret? I guess I know what the big secret is. It makes you a winner. But they keep it hush hush, so you got to buy the setups. Well, let's start working together and show you how to do setups. All right, guys. Thanks for watching Buster's Corner. Watch out for the two-tone green card on the track with a 209. Say hi, Bob. Saw your video. Thanks, guys. Bye.